Hi friends, and welcome back to Violin Teacher YouTube channel. This episode is going to teach you the notes to the Lark in the Clear Air. It's a simple tune, and I'm going to teach it to you in the key of F major. And for that you're going to need to be able to play a B flat. So, if you'd like to learn the Lark in the Clear Air and all the technique that's going to go with it, like this video and stick around to the very end. You'll know the piece note by note. Here we go. Now this is a quick study, pretty quick for you, I'm sure. But the first thing, as always, is learning the finger layout for this piece. And as I said in the intro, you're going to have to be able to play a B flat. So this is the A, as you know, and this is the B flat. Notice that the 1 really closes up for B flat. Really gets all the way down to where the pad of the finger is almost touching the nut. That's this part of the wood. Very end of the fingerboard. So here it is in relation to A. Here's A. And now here's B flat. Right, so I want you to practice that interval. Alright, stop the video and play that interval between open A and first finger so you have a nice low 1. And when you're ready, we'll do the scale, F major scale. Okay, the F major scale is going to start on D2. It's going to be a low 2. So let's talk about the fingers that come before this second finger that we're beginning on. Of course, they're on open D, then 1 in its regular position, not flat on the D, then 2 is right next to the 1. So tips touching, knuckles apart. Alright, so let's start F major scale. 2 bows. Alright, now third finger is a whole step away. Let's not leave out our open strings. Open A. First finger. Low. Good. Second finger is a whole step away now because we lowered the 1. Whole step 3. Open E. Low 1 on E. Alright, I always tend to lean in a little bit and then I hit the A by accident. So watch that. Don't do that, okay? And I was just thinking about a previous video that I made today. And so I'll make this point real quick. You get that as a bonus in this video. And that is that not only do we have to pull that 1 down low, which is a little bit uncomfortable if you're just getting started in violin. It would be nice if we had 1 all the way across in the same position, but that's just not how it is on violin. 1 gets to play 2 spots. This one and this one, lowered in. So don't let the hand go lower. In fact, it really shouldn't be able to. And then pull the 1, just curl it up like a little snake. Really touching. Maybe your fingers won't do that, but if they're the least bit thick, they'll touch. Every part will touch like that. Nice little square feeling to it. Let's see that. Right. Now not only does it do that, but it has a little bit of a half of the finger is off the string, isn't it? And that is a weird thing for that we have to tolerate on E string. When our fingers go down, we put them halfway off the fingerboard. So I don't want to think of you changing your position or anything. of your hand or your wrist like this, so that all your fingers can go down on wood. Keep your wrist the same as it does on the A or the D or the G. All right. So the way we start this piece out, by the way, it's in 3/4 time. Let me just play the beginning of it a little bit for you. So I just notated that out, and I wasn't sure if all the notes were right, but I think they are. It's in 3/4 time. So we're going to start with pickups, and we're also going to start with notes that skip around. We're not going to move around in a stepwise fingering fashion. I'm going to play 2 in a low position. So to begin, it would be really good if you would practice setting low 2 from an open string and getting that in tune, because sometimes that's hard if you don't have 1 involved to kind of help the 2 be, sitting in right next to it. And we do that also on the G. And on the G, we don't have a low 2. Yeah, we do. Yeah, on the G we do have a low 2. And on the D we have a low 2 as well. Alright, so here are the first few notes. 2 open, and now hop over to the D. Alright, good. Let's do that again. Good. Now 2 is going to help 1 find its place on the D. So you're going to just place that 1 behind it, and then find the 2 again. Then lift it off and play open D. All right, let's try that again. All right, let me talk you through that once more. Practice setting your 2 in a low position from open string, and then lift it off and hop over to the D2. Now that might not feel like it is exactly, straight line, but it is. The reason it doesn't feel exactly like it's a straight line over is because it's further away from your finger. So you're going to have to let your finger open up just a little bit. So it would be really good to practice that. And that's sort of what we got in one of the other videos that I made today about from the quint etudes. And it dealt with setting the second finger. So you can do this on all strings. Do it on E. Now D. So sometimes it's hard to set a low 2 from an open string. So it's worth practicing, and use that as your warm-up for this lovely piece. So the beginning once more, 2 open, hop over to the D and do a 2 over there, then 1 behind the 2, play the 1, come back to the 2, and then release all of it. Let's see if we can get that much. Good. Finish it out with a 3rd finger, 1 step above it. One more time. Good. Now hold that 3 because it's going to begin the next phrase, the next segment, okay? And it's notated. By the way, this music, I had to notate it out. So if you would like a copy of it, just email me and I will be happy to send you a PDF file. Alright, this part I like to play, even though it's notated as an eighth note and 2/16, it really sounds like a triplet. So walk it up like a triplet. Open, 1, 2. So we're from that 3, we're kind of going to the D, and we're going to walk up with that low 2 again, and a whole step away. Right? We're actually going to walk up to the 2, but 3 is the next note. We're going to continue that walking up all the way to a B flat. So it's almost like a scale, but we didn't play any notes down here in our F major scale, did we? So starting 3 on G, which is a C, by the way. Open D, 1, 2, keep going. 3, open, B flat, stop. Stop right there. So here's the rhythm now. That's the fingering. Now here's the rhythm. Alright, so practice that run. Stop the video and practice that run till you get that kind of easy. Bum ba ba bum. Alright, let's do it from the beginning ones now. Ready and play. Okay, so let's finish out because we really are left hanging with just that much, right? That finishes our phrase musically, and then we get that extra note, C, low 2 on the A. So finish with the third finger. So you just played that B flat when you walked up. Here's the technical issue. I forgot to mention this, so that's why I kind of had a little brain fuzziness there. Be careful when you're doing this run. You have a regular position on the 1 here, but a low 1 here. And our fingers tend to remember where they last played. So if you play a low 1 on D, or let's say a regular 1, in this case it is regular 1. If you play a regular 1 on D, then when you get to the A, you're going to play a regular 1 also, if you're not really thinking and preparing. So in this piece, we have to play a regular 1 on D, but when we get to the A, we have to play a B flat, a low 1. Then when you play the next note, it wouldn't hurt to hold that 1 down. It's not in the way, so the good technique would tell us, hold it down. Alright, so let's play B flat, and then hold it while we play 3 and 2. 3 is on the D, 2 is on the A. Alright, now the next part begins very similar. So let's see what we've got. Did you notice the change, the little different thing? It's just a little rhythm. After we begin, we play. We just do this with our bow. Now watch if I can show you my tip. So I just pull it fast on the down bow, and then I get a little extra rhythm in there. So I'm going to walk up again that scale from C all the way to the B, hold it, 2. Alright, now start the phrase again, pull the 1 a little bit, same thing, alright? Good. Now here are the fingers to the next part. walking up almost like this we did before. Then we stop on the 2. And that's F, by the way, and we're in this key. So, appropriately so. We're going to kind of twirl around that F natural, and then we're going to finish the phrase on it. Alright, so you could play open A, or you could use open A. Don't forget, you're playing low 2, so you really need to stretch that 4 so that it matches open A. Or make it easy on yourself, play open A and then D. Right, so we walk up. Alright, if you want to play in a more advanced manner, you will use the 4th finger. And that's really important, to let 4th finger get its practice and be an equal partner. Alright, the next 3 notes, 3, 1, and finally the F that we want to hear. Alright, so I'm going to walk up once again. Alright, let's do that whole phrase now. Here we go. There's a B phrase, and we're going to continue that one in the next video. Stick around, like the video, and let's keep going.